So recently I went to the local plant nursery. I wanted to get some plants before winter season started. Wasn't sure what they would have in the winter, and I wanted to share it with all the other plant lovers out there. So this is my haul. Gonna start off with these pathos and joy. I got 4 of them. They're in tiny pots. I wanted a bigger one, but I'm just gonna combine the 4. This time I was really focusing on pathos just because I like them, they're easy, I feel like I know them, and I'm good at growing them, and I have a north-facing window, so these are definitely a lot easier to grow than some other plants that require higher light. Actually, I already have an enjoy, but it is small, and I kind of just didn't want to wait a long time to be able to, propagate it and grow it. So I figured I'd buy some of these little small starter plants, and I would be able to propagate and grow a massive one quicker. Next, I got this gold dust plant. I'm still kind of unsure what it says, but I used a plant identification subreddit to figure out that this was most likely the gold dust plant. It was pretty inexpensive. It was like $4, and I kind of wanted to try out some new plants, try to learn how to grow these new plants. So I picked up a couple random ones as well. I really like the speckles. It looks unique. It looks pretty. Aha! I got another pothos! Woo! So this is a lemon lime meringue pothos. It's decently big. It's growing, as you can see, pretty well. Basically, one of the things I wanted to do with all these pothos is make a variety pothos and also make smaller variety pothos to sell on my Etsy. So kind of like a cutting of 7 different pothos in one pot. I seen one on Pinterest, and I think I seen Benji Plant do one, like a smaller one, and with 3 pothos, but I wanted to go to the next level. I also got this neon queen pothos. I have a neon pothos, of course, and I like it. I like my pothos. They're my favorite plants, and they're easy to grow. And again, I kind of wanted to try to do some variety pothos and make a big one. So I like it. And I really like how the leaves show the neon, but also they kind of look like a golden pothos to me, honestly. Kind of, sort of. I don't have a regular, I think they're called snow queen pothos, so that's on the list. These are, I guess, syngoniums. They're arrowhead plants. I wrote it down. White butterfly, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I kind of just wanted some experience with these. I seen a picture of them on Pinterest, and I thought they were so cute. And then they were only like $4, and I got 3 of them. So I'll probably combine them, put them in a pot. I don't really know what else I'm gonna do with them. I just kind of wanted to learn how to grow and care for other types of plants in addition to my pothos obsession. So here they are. I have noticed since I got it, it's like yellowed a lot. So I think the soil is pretty hard. So I'll change that out and look at the care tips and hopefully be able to revive it a bit. It's a bit more red. It has some green tints, and I just really like these leaves. Like, they're so delicate and very unique. So I think it'll be pretty cool having like 1 pot, 3 syngoniums. Just kind of a variety. And this is my last syngonium. It is a pink one. That's kind of all I know about it. Again, it looks like it's in a lot better shape. It kind of looks like a dusty pink. But I really like it, and it's really cute, and I've kind of wanted to add more colors to my plant collection because a lot of them tend to be this green. So I'm excited for that, and I'm kind of thinking about doing something like this and I'll put them all together in a pot since they're in such tiny pots right now. This was also at the time a mystery plant I picked up. I just kind of liked it. It looked somewhat easy to care for, somewhat sturdy. And it is a dwarf umbrella tree. I think it's really pretty, and I think it'll be kind of easy to care for. And I guess it's a type of tree, so it'll be kind of fun to have another bonsai. But yeah, it's a bit unique. Not like the other plants I had, and I think it was about $4. Inexpensive enough to kind of try it out see how I like it and see if it works in my environment. Next up we have a dragon tail pathos. I have not heard of these before until I went to the nursery. So I actually have a large form dragon tail pathos back there that I also picked up. What can I say? I love my pathos, but I thought this one might be a little bit easier to do the variety pathos thing with because they're smaller form, less mature version. So I can actually take cuttings of this and plant it with my other plants. I thought it was really pretty. It really reminded me of a Cebu blue pothos, which I'll show next. But it does have variegation, and I really like the variegation, and I really like the long, thin leaves. I just think it's beautiful. So they did grow it on this pole, and I'm still deciding whether or not I should take it off this pole and let it hang down, or what I should do with it. I like the pole, and it's doing quite well on the pole, so I'm not sure. I don't necessarily want this one to size up though. I have that one that's sized up. I kind of like the delicateness and the petiteness and the cuteness of these leaves. So I might leave this one and take it off the pole, and then I might leave that one on the pole. I'm not really sure. Those leaves are giant, but I really like this one, and I'm really happy with the purchase. It's probably one of my favorites. Next I have the Cebu blue pothos. You can see kind of in the background I have another Cebu blue, and it's very tiny, very non-mature, like a little baby, but this one's starting to get the fenestrations. I actually took a cutting up on my shelf of it, and which had the biggest fenestrations, but you can see on this leaf it's starting to get big enough, and it's beautiful. I didn't even know that these plants did this. So way bigger. The normal Cebu blue is probably like this, kind of like this, and then this one's huge. So I really like this. I'm kind of deciding too, do I want to continue to grow this up on the pole, or should I let it hang? Should I put it on a moss pole instead? Should I take cuttings of the big leaves and start growing those, like chop and then put it on a moss pole and see how big it gets? Maybe I'll leave the rest hanging down a wall, because I do really like the hanging aspect of the pothos. I just think it's beautiful. So I'm really excited about this one as well. I'm really excited to see the fenestrations. I think there's another one back here. Yeah, look how beautiful that leaf is. Look how beautiful that leaf is. One of the more expensive plants I got is this Burle Marx philodendron. Still not super sure if this was a good deal after looking it up afterwards, but I like it, so that's kind of what matters most. Looks really healthy, looks pretty easy to propagate, so I'm excited to try that during the winter. I really like all of the variegation it has. It even has one like leaf over here that is fully variegated, and I do not know how long that is going to last, because honestly not the best at keeping variegation right now. I have lower light, so we'll see. But just a beautiful plant. It's more unique. I don't really have a lot of plants like this, so I'm super excited to have this in my collection. Whoops. I think it's really interesting how it has these points throughout the plant. I just really think the whole stem system is very unique and very interesting. It makes me wonder how high of humidity they grew it in because of the roots, you know, almost going all the way to the pot. And lastly, I have this almost 3 feet high, or maybe a taller, dragon tail pothos in a more mature phase. You'll see all the beautiful fenestrations. It almost looks like a monstera. There's a ton of variegation on this plant. There's some white variegation. There's almost a fully variegated leaf. You'll see even at the top, even the newer leaves. The leaves are huge, and it's super interesting because it looks like it started at this leaf, which is very close to my Cebu blue size of leaf. It's just absolutely beautiful. So I'm hoping I can keep a lot of the variegation regardless. I just kind of love how big the leaves are. It is on this large wooden pole. Not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna propagate some of the larger leaves and start over and see what happens on a moss pole, because I have gotten some new moss poles lately and I'm excited about that. But still thinking about it, you can just see the roots on this pole. It's like formed. I would have to cut those all off. But super exciting, so much growth. And I just kind of like can't believe that this plant gets to be mine. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you are United States based and you love plants just like me and you've watched this entire video, go ahead and comment Dragontail Pathos, and the first comment I will ship a free plant. I'll see you next time. Bye.